just drop into the simplicity of being in a body. It's really a matter of presencing ourselves in the body and noticing our friend, the breath, the cycle of breath that is with us from birth till death. Noticing how we're being breathed. And just feeling into the aliveness of the body. Aliveness is, you could say, the movement of energy. So just scan through the body and see where's the movement in my body? And where is there not movement? So let's say my feet and hands, I can feel the movement. Maybe in my hips or legs. Maybe I can't feel the movement in my chest or heart. Or in my back. So we bring our breath and our awareness to those areas that don't have as much movement. We just say you have a place that you can't feel in your back. And you just bring your awareness to that area and your breath. Because the energy flows where the awareness goes, where the breath goes. And just bring your attention into the inner body. And just feel the inner body and notice, does it feel spacious? The vast interiority? Or does it feel cramped and tight inside our body? Use your breath to just open up the inner body. Notice any feelings that come up, any emotions. Is there even room for me to feel my emotions? Is my nervous system at its capacity to hold? Or notice any thoughts or feelings, sensations that come up. And notice the flavor of those feelings and thoughts. What constitutes my presence right now? If you're feeling full and tight and a little cramped in the inner body, that's showing us a lack of space, of inner space, which you could say comes from many undigested, unexperienced experiences. Things that we pushed aside because we'd rather not deal with them, or they were too painful. But you'll know what they are because they come up a lot in the sense of a fear or a criticism, self criticism, a doubt, something that you're trying to push away or change. Those are the undigested parts of ourselves, the unexperienced parts. And we integrate those parts by loving them, by truly embracing them. You could say that all the unwanted parts of our lives and our story are simply parts that want to be loved. And so maybe I had a bad experience in my childhood. I pushed that experience, I froze it so that I could function in perhaps a dysfunctional situation. But now, 30, 40, 50 years later, they're still robbing us of the fullness of our life, the energy, the ability to experience our own essential goodness, to feel our sense of purpose, to allow ourselves to open to the gift of this life. Mm. Right. Clarity of purpose is much easier when we are fully present and have embraced those parts of ourselves that we keep trying to change, including having a purpose. It's not something we decide on. It's not something that we learn from someone else. It's innate in our essential goodness. And that goodness never goes away. It just gets buried. So the work, that isn't the right word, work, the opportunity really to be acting from a sense of purpose is to be acting from our basic goodness, which has different flavors for every soul. But emanates from kindness towards ourselves and others, compassion towards ourselves and others, integrity, a sense of wholeness. So we welcome our childhood friends, these parts of ourselves that are frozen, because they protected it and we love them. And we love the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old, the 7-year-old that needed that protection at the time. Then, when we didn't get the nourishment or the love or the attention to develop that sense of your soul's purpose, we have to give that to ourselves. And meditation is really a tool for aligning ourselves with our soul and with our essential goodness, and to give ourselves a greater sense of direction and interconnection, interdependency. My assertion is that we only find a sense of purpose when we've not only integrated our undigested, unintegrated parts, but that includes dissolved our sense of separation from others in the world. That our individuation, that our individual identity is one of the barriers that keeps us from having clarity of purpose. That we actually discover purpose in relationship to how we are connected. It's not an individual phenomena. It comes from being fulfilled within ourselves, but recognizing the interconnection with all of life. So, as we begin our day today, I invite you to really open to loving whatever is arising. You might say, oh, I can't love that. No, that's exactly what there is to love, to embrace. And to recognize yourself in others and integrate the things that keep us separate so that we can actually open up and feel into the divine connection. The unity, the common unity or community with all of life. So let's just breathe into that and let whatever wants to arise, arise. Mm. And then, as you're ready, coming back fully, letting that just settle and open you to the amazing day that's before you.